Hello, guys. So, what do we have today? We are going to be cooking this Delta State's beautiful, delicious meal, which is called white Egusi pepper soup. So, that was my pepper, sorry, my melon, the Egusi, and this is the beef for the cooking. So, here comes my onion I'm going to be using for the beef to cook my beef. So I already cut it into chunks, and here is my white fish. Oh my god, I made this fish myself. This fish is so delicious. I smoked it myself. It's a white fish. I don't know, but they call it white fish. It is so good when you smoke it. So I decided to smoke it and use it to cook the soup because I know that it's gonna come out good. So here's my bell pepper I'm gonna be using to blend the melon. My bell pepper and onion. Yeah, this is my bell pepper and onion I'm going to be using for this special meal. So this is rice. So you guys were like, what's she going to be doing with rice? Okay, I'm going to be using this rice to do my fufu pando. Okay, this is my rice pando, my rice fufu that I'm going to be using to eat the soup. So I'm going to blend it into powder. It comes out very good. You won't even know it's rice. You won't know it is rice, you know. So these are my ingredients, and I'm gonna be making this delicious meal for you guys. Oh my god. So I'm about to blend my rice that I'm going to use to make the fufu. If you don't have gari, semo, pondo yam, wherever you are, and you have opportunity to make soup, my dear, grab your rice. If you have rice, as long as you have rice, you have hope. If you have rice, you have hope. I normally use oatmeal and rice because I don't have gari over here. I don't have access to gari or fufu or pando. So I decided to blend my rice and use it to make the pando. You will see I did it on this recipe on how you can, make it. And you will not know it's rice after blending it. You blend it, make sure you blend it into powder though. And when you're doing it, like when it's time for you to prepare it, it's not that difficult. Now I've already done my blending of my rice. I put it aside, so it's time for me to cook my soup. So at this point, I have to roast my melon because yeah, if you roast it, it's gonna give you that granite flavor. For it to give you that granite flavor, you have to roast the melon. Okay, don't blend it like that. You roast it before you blend it. So this is where like I'm already turning to a low heat. Okay, it should not be high. So I already started blending. I'm sorry, stirring. Sorry, stirring. So yeah, I'm stirring the egusi. This is my egusi. I'm stirring it already. Man, this is gonna come out so good. See, the color is changing already. You know that. You know the way you roast your granite if you want to make granite soup. Those of you from Nigeria, you will like. It's not everybody that eat granite soup though, but if you know you eat granite soup, you have to roast your granite first. If it's like raw granite, before you use it to cook your soup, right? So yeah, I'm roasting the egusi, which is the melon. I'm roasting it. At this point, everywhere is now like, it's just like as if you are roasting granuts. It has that granite smell, like you are roasting granuts, and it gives it that granite flavor. I said, let my husband try this because my husband have never tried this Delta State soup. So I was just like, how come? How possible is that? This is Delta State soup. So look at it. This is how it turns out to be. And it smells so good. It smells like granuts. I just like the flavor, so I decided to roast it that way. So at this point, I have to put my roasted egusi inside the blender. It is time to smash it down. Okay, so it's time to smash it down. I'm already putting it in my blender, and yeah, oh my god, I was just like, I could not even wait to eat this soup. Do you know that you can actually use this soup to eat rice, to eat yam, to even eat spaghetti, pasta? It's really good. It's not only swallow. So yeah, I'm gonna be adding my bell pepper, my onion, you know, to give it that beautiful color, that's and that taste, you know. That is why I added the bell pepper. So this is my chili pepper. I'm actually using this chili pepper because my husband does not eat anything spicy, anything hot. He does not eat it. So I said to add little, very little, because I cannot also eat anything that there's no spice on it. So as you can see, I'm adding water to it. You need to add water so that your blender can be able to process. Do you understand? So that you can be able to blend it. If you don't add water, it might spoil your blender though. So, and it will not blend. So you have to add water to it. So at this time, I have to cover the blender, okay, and put it on the machine and start blending. Okay, so like as I was saying, my husband have never eaten this soup before. So me, I was just wondering how is it possible? Like this is Delta State soup, and my husband keeps saying he's from Delta State, and he have never eaten Delta State soup. So I was just like, no, this is not gonna work. I have to make sure that he eats that soup. This soup, I'm gonna prepare it here, right here in Europe, in Croatia. I'm going to prepare this soup. So oh my girl, at this point I was just like so super excited. I could not wait for to see my husband's expression when he tried the soup. I just want to see it on his face, like, do you like it? What do you think about the soup? So I'm done blending it. This is how it looks like. So my husband actually like banga soup. He has tried granite soup. He actually like granite soup as well. He have tried ogbono. He doesn't like it that much, probably um because it's slimy. So this is the time I'm gonna be adding my protein. So I'm actually using turkey for this recipe. I'm using turkey. You can use any protein of your choice. It will also come out good. I'm telling you. You can use any protein of your choice. So my onion already diced, putting it in, okay, and I have my salt, adding my salt to it. Oh my god, this is so good. This is so good. You guys have to try this. You have to try this recipe if you have not actually tried this recipe. So I'm actually using this seasoning powder because I don't have access to Nigerian seasoning cube. And this seasoning powder, it's almost the same thing like chicken on Maggi. So there's no difference. So I'm actually using Vegeta seasoning powder. Add water to your meat stock and stir. Oh my god, this is so good. I could not wait to try this. I was like, oh my god, I just can't wait for this food to be ready. Let's try it. Let's dive into it because my husband cannot be telling me banga soup is his favorite, banga soup is his favorite. You have to try this. Let's see if this one might be his favorite because I keep giving him different type of soup to try. Let's see if he will change his mouth to say banga soup is no longer my favorite. Maybe this egusi pepper soup is my favorite. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna keep trying. So at this point, my meat is ready. So like it's almost ready. So I have to add this fish. I've already deboned the fish. It doesn't even have much bone. I already deboned the fish. So I'm gonna be adding it in. Oh god. You see that meat stock, that taste of the meat stock already is already so sweet. Now add this white fish. Jesus. See, if you see this fish, if the way I was pinching this fish here, I've been pinching it. I said, but let me put this thing because this thing is really tempting me. Let me put it quickly in the soup before I will finish it because I almost finished this fish. It is so sweet. So at this point, I'm adding my pepper soup spice. Could it be this pepper soup spice of crayfish? I have my crayfish. Okay, that was my crayfish, and this is my pepper soup spice. I'm actually adding my pepper soup spice. Oh my god. So that flavor, that aroma everywhere. My neighbors will be like, what is going on in that apartment? What is going on? What is going on? Are they having a party? I've never had this kind of flavor before in my life. What's going on in there? So, so I was just like, oh god, that joy when you have not tried this for a very long time. You have to try. I just added my water. Yeah, you have to add the quantity of water you actually want for the soup. So I didn't add that much water because I didn't want the soup to be too watery like pepper soup because this is actually like soup. So I want it to be little thicker. So, and my egusi I already blended is not that thick. It's not that very thick. So when I add it to this one now, it will just, it will be okay. the thickness level. I don't want it to be too thick, so I have to add more salt to taste. You have to taste it to see if the salt is okay, and the vegeta, because I already added a lot of water. If you can see, I added more water, so also add my um I have to also add my seasoning powder and my salt, so that you have that, balanced taste. So at this point, oh my god, at this point, this is the time where I'm gonna be adding this wonderful roasted blended egusi, aka melon, or aka or egusi, aka or melon, aka egusi. I'm adding the mixture for the day. Okay, so I have to stir, 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 stir. Oh my god, and I actually hate this. That just actually happened. I hate it when I'm cooking and this thing is just splashing everywhere. It's really, really annoying. Honestly, I would just like, what is this? Must you show yourself? You want to start showing yourself, so I have to cover the pot so that it will not be flashing everywhere, because I don't want it to give me excess work. So at this point, my soup is almost getting ready. My soup is just almost ready. Honestly, almost ready. Let me say 99% ready. So I have to cover it, and I feel like, okay, this is the time for me to do the other step, which is my swallow, what I'm going to be using to eat this wonderful meal. Oh my god, can you believe that you can actually use rice to make your swallow, to make your fufu? You can use rice to make fufu and eat. Don't play, don't play. So I already put water on the fire for boil. So once the water is boiled, when the water is ready, then I already mixed my rice flour with water. you know Already mix it with water, so that it will, balance. When I put it, it will not be like there will be no seed in it. So I already put it that way. So in this point, I already transferred my soup to the other side. I say I better go there and rest first, and I decided to stir it to see, because I just want it to be little thicker. I don't want it to be watery like pepper soup. I don't want it to be watery, because it's actually pepper soup though. So I've already added. Sorry, I did not show where I added the mixed the rice powder I mixed with water. I already added it inside the boiling water in the pot, and I'm stirring. So when I start getting the thickness of the rice fufu, I added more rice powder for it to get more thicker. You get For it to get more thicker, and you keep stirring, and this in the pain handle. Your hand will pain you, but don't worry. Just It's not even difficult. Just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. It is so good, man. This food was so delicious, man. Like, oh my goodness. This was so delicious. So at this time, I already added water. Oh, I did not show where I added water. I added water to cook it for some minutes, because it's rice. So that the rice will cook very well. So at this point, I opened the pot, and I started stirring again. I started mixing again. So it's time for me to start dishing them out. So I have to use this nylon wrap to start wrapping them, and you start having that fufu. You will never know, after I finish wrapping this, you will never know that this is actually fufu. You will not know. You will not know that this is rice. I mean, you will think it's fufu, or you will think it's pando yam. Pando yam, it have that exact texture of pando yam. You will not know the difference. You will think it's pando yam. If I tell you that this is rice I blended into flour, you will argue with me. You will say I'm lying. So I'm wrapping it already. I've started doing the wrapping. You see, oh my god. This is so good. Like, Jesus, are you seeing that? Do you see this? Oh my goodness. I actually did it this way. And I like, why would I miss Gary now? Look at it now. Look at it. Come on. This is actually rice. I blended it into powder, and I used it to make fufu, and it actually looks exactly like yam pando. It has the texture of yam pando. You will never have any trace that this is rice. You will never have any trace that it's rice. And it was really, really good. It went well with the soup. Man, they matched. This was so good. This was so good. I was just like, I was so proud of myself. I said, this styles of Gary is not a barrier. So look at when the food is ready. I said, let me just dish this food. My husband could not wait to come in. I said, honey, come and eat. Oh, the food is ready. So we have to dig in. So bye guys. See you next time.